Hello everyone, welcome back to more Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Premier Draft to Modern Horizons 3 still. I think we take this guy, right? Springheart Nantuko? 2 mana insane card? And it's only 2 mana to bestow as well. You just like put this on any big creature and you get 1,000 copies of it. Yeah, that seems great. What is this? We're not taking it, but 3 mana, enter the battlefield as a copy of enchantment, but it flickers itself at the beginning of your upkeep if you want it to. Okay, seems pretty bad in limited. Yeah, this I've never gotten to play with Springheart Nantuko. I forget if I've played against it or if I've just watched it on stream. I think I played against it once. And they just like copied something absolutely devastating. I don't remember the details. The Hydra is a really good bestow card, but I think we want the DFC, right? You know, it's a tapped forest, and also it can be a creature on occasion. I mean, you play this one as a land most of the time, probably. Because 6, including triple green, is a bit of a tall order for just a 3/3. But, you know, gain you a ton of life and cards if you can sack something. You know, some large creature that doesn't matter for some reason. I don't know. There's no good green card here, really. We could take one of these lands. They both feature green. But I kind of want to take Mindless Conscription. Dreadmobile is a good card. It's more for the artifacts deck. Scurry of Gremlins is the best card in this pack. By some distance, I think. But I don't really want to leave behind these 2 excellent cards that are both green just yet. Plus, from this pack, black looks a bit open, so this fits well in the green-black counters deck. So let's take that. I think a land would have been a reasonable choice. Here, I think a land is the only reasonable choice. I mean, that's not true. You could take the Dread Mask. It's very expensive, but it sure does a lot. But I think you just take the fetch. If we end up wanting red, this will be excellent. If we don't, well, we'll probably run it anyway because it's a forest that thins. Malevolent Rumble's a nice pickup. I don't believe in Priest of Titania. Blue may be a thing. So far, green's going fine. Ooh, love this. It's not like the best green-black card, but it is a green-black card. I mean, you could take the Spymaster's Vault, I guess. But I think I just want cards that care about counters. We could take the red-black duel. It would help us be more Jundi, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe I don't have to do this yet. This way it's really easy to throw in some red if we find anything good. And if we don't, well, no big deal, I guess. Absolutely taking a Hydra here. Doesn't play especially well with Springheart Nantuko. But it's just like a nice card to have. Big, big threat that they have to kill twice. I mean, Gift of the Viper is good for, like, it's a counter, but I think Breathe Your Last is by far the better card. And getting it pick 8 or whatever that was, yeah, 8, is good news for maybe black being open. And there's another one. Easy choice. Don't much want any of this. By the way, red is a good color to have a lot of fixing for because it makes it super easy to just scoop up the most busted common in the format. The Writhing Chrysalis, right? I mean, this is kind of lame, but this puts counters on things, I guess. Well, I mean, 7 spells in the first pack is not quite enough to make a whole deck if we get just as many in each pack. Oh, Nethergoyf. I never played with this one, but I think it's pretty cool. I don't think it's as cool as Signature Slam, though. Put a counter on something and then punch an enemy creature. Pretty cool. Nethergoyf, I mean, it's 1 mana for a creature that could get large. I mean, it's 1 mana for a Tarmogoyf, and then you can also get it back from the graveyard, but I just want removal. Maybe that's foolish because I already have like 2 Breathe Your Last, but that's what I want. The Abzan land would be okay, but I think we can take a Fangs of Colonia here. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see this because it didn't look green. Yeah, I like this. A 2-mana 2/2 that adapts and also make like ramps. I'll take it. Evolution Witness is great. The Jund land? Wait, what is this? Oh, Toxic Deluge. We have to take that. It's so gross. I mean, good news. The 2 people on our left are not playing black because there are not black cards better than this. I mean, there are, but they're pretty rare. So probably they took non-black cards out of this pack because they're not playing black. My first draft in the format, I lost 2 games to Toxic Deluge and finished 1 and 3. Actually, I think one of those games they cast Toxic Deluge and I still won, so I technically, I don't know, doesn't count, but it was demoralizing anyway, what can I say? We definitely want this guy. Although an Eldrazi Repurposer is a better card, huh? This just plays really well with the counters effects that we have quite a few of. And we don't actually have that much top end yet, or draw. So while Eldrazi Repurposer is a noticeably better card, I think the one that fits in this deck is Fetid. I mean, that could wheel. Nobody's playing black, right? Let's take the Repurposer. And if we don't get it back, well, it was the worst card anyway. Gift of the Viper is okay, but I think I'll just take a landscape. I don't think I need another fetch. Another single color fetch, anyway. Malevolent Rumble's good. Scurrilous Sentry is okay. I think I just want the Jund land. Because we're still open to the possibility of snagging a good red card. I don't care if red is completely not open at all. If I catch a Chrysalis, I'll take it, because I can already play it easily. And even if we don't catch one, the Jund landscape is nice because we're green-black, right? So not much opportunity cost to picking that up. Plus, we might want some colorless mana eventually. I think we want this one. It's pretty cool. Do I have any white fixing? I don't, right? Yeah. I mean, this is kind of cool for modifying stuff, but we don't have a lot of auras or equipment, and you know, this is just a really solid creature that can be modified or adapted, let's say. Yeah, happy to have it. I mean, I already have one of these Dreadmobiles. I'm not that interested in playing it. Probably just supposed to be Gift of the Viper, little combat trick. That includes counters, which could be nice. Any chance we're getting that Gargantua back? That sure would be nice. Don't think I want this. I do have Mindless Conscription, so that is one synergy. The Abzan land is great. Maybe this isn't awful. The Jund landscape again. Okay. Still a bit short of spells, but my mana base is excellent, as if I needed that. Gravedigg is fine. Did not wield the Gargantua. I think I would have seen it by now. I don't think it was my pick 6 or whatever. I don't remember what pack it was in, but I believe we have now seen that pack twice and not gotten it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. Means we must have 16 spells. Yeah, that's just about on pace for finishing up with a full deck. 2 Ral's Implicit Maze, huh? Or Ral and the Implicit Maze. I think Flare of Malice is pretty reasonable. Victimize. If I could just get some big creatures, right? Victimize would be really nice. The problem is I don't have any. Also, we don't really have much self-mill. Like 1 Malevolent Rumble. Anything else? Not really. These cards, I mean, these are big creatures, potentially. But I think it is supposed to be the Flare of Malice. Ooh, love to see this. Very cheap for a 6-mana flyer. And then it has this ability to turn creatures into blood tokens, which is not going to be that useful for us, probably. Wow, this Glyph Elemental is very good. I was just checking. Like, I do have a little bit of white fixing at this point, but not enough that I want to even think about that. If we're very lucky, we can wield the Expanding Ooze. I don't think Marionette Apprentice is that good for us. It's a good card, but not for this deck. Gargantua, finally. Oh, gosh. I could just take another Toxic Deluge? Okay, fine. Well, maybe we can wheel one of the creatures there. Grist. I mean, it's a 1-mana 1/2. Totally playable. And do we have any way to reanimate anything at this time? We don't, right? So we can't activate the Grist. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to take Nesting Grounds? Go for the... Oh man, Zephyr is going to make fun of me. But like we have... I don't actually have the Gargantua yet. Oh, whoops, I guess there goes my chance. See you later, Grist. I could have taken Buried Alive. I'll take another Breathe Your Last, I guess. Just removal is good. It's a Jund legendary. Greatest when it attacks. Okay, sure. Seems good. So it's 4 mana for a 0/5. But if creatures are in graveyards, it's quite large. And you can reuse stuff out of your graveyard. I'll take it. Should have taken Grist, apparently. I believe I'll take another Oozewag over this Grim Servant. We like adapting, we like modifying, we like big creatures that trample and kill you. We like stuff that survives Toxic Deluge. Yeah, we won't have any trouble getting to 23 spells. Honestly, 22 might be fine. How heavy is this deck exactly? Not very, I guess. It's just slow because all of our stuff is removal and we don't have any creatures. So a big creature in this last pack sure would have hit the spot. Skittering Precursor? Yeah, I mean, I have ways to sack stuff, I guess. And red is kind of a free splash. We're already playing red quite comfortably. Uh-huh. I think this is okay. Double red is asking a bit much. Maybe I'm just supposed to take a Teamer land? But like, removal of small stuff and then you get something? I don't know. Okay, I'm happy to get an adapt creature. I don't think I should run Ral in the Implicit Maze. Ooh. No. I'll just take the Expanding Ooze. Number 2. I mean, I would have loved a Wombat or two, but getting these 2 oozes really late has helped the deck quite a bit. Are we putting any of this back in? I don't think so. Yeah, let's go with no on that. Okay, so this costs something like that. I don't... This is a land most of the time. I don't think we really want Ral in the Implicit Maze. It's 5 mana to clear small things off the board, and then, like, I'm mostly looking at this as, like, okay, it helps against aggro, and then... You know, it turns this card and one other card into 2 cards. So, it's fine. And, like, the Spellgorger... I've never seen someone cast this game and then have the Spellgorger matter. The game is just over by that time, one way or another. It's just too slow. So let's get rid of that. And I think we only need 1 mountain, honestly. With all of this fixing. Any chance we mill it? I guess that could be awkward. We do have a Rumble, right? Oh, I didn't even think about this. All these fetches are insane for Springheart and Antuco. Holy cow, I'm glad I took so many of them. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. So what do I have that says sacrifice? Oh, I don't think I want this Eviscerator's Insight. Yeah, most of these are just things that make spawn tokens, right? The only things I have that can actually sacrifice are these 2 black cards. Which I definitely want to keep. But my point is that Skittering Precursor is kind of just a 3/3 menace. Its other effect is not going to do anything. And a 3/3 menace is fine, but I think we have better stuff going on. And that, I think that's the deck. We didn't get any Fetid Gargantua. Excuse me. Which I'm a bit unhappy about. We got the Nesting Grounds, though, so that's something, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the Nesting Grounds is kind of not doing anything here. I don't think I have a single card that cares about adapting. Like, I have cards that can adapt. This one, I guess. But I think Nesting Grounds, like, it's just my access to green mana is so important. I have a ton of fixing, but I just don't want to risk Nesting Grounds for a very niche use. I guess it does move the Death Touch around and reach, maybe? I don't think that's a good idea. You could use it to quietly empty out the Mindless Conscription and put counters everywhere else, but that's not even that big a deal, so... I just want to make sure I'm going to have green mana every time. Not only to cast this if I end up wanting it, but also so that I can pay 1 and a green many times per turn if I end up like cracking lands and also cast a spell or something. Also noteworthy, Disciple of Freyalise can crack the Mindless Conscription zombie for free. If I have one, right? Just crack the zombie army, draw 3, get a new zombie army. Pretty cool. So, how many lands do we have at this time? I mean, a lot. 11, 13, 18. I think that's about right. Especially with the fetches thinning things out, I don't want to go much lower than this. My one concern is that I really do have only a single red source. I have 5 real, like, well, what we might call, like, ways. I have 5 ways to get this mountain, but there's only one mountain. And so if I mill it with Malevolent Rumble, I lose access to red. However, my only red card is this. So it's quite a parlay to say, okay, well, how could I fail? Like, how could I be sad about that? If I played Malevolent Rumble, milling my mountain, but I can always choose not to mill the mountain. I can just put the mountain in my hand. I might be disappointed that I'm not getting something else, but, you know, that, yeah, we're just going to go with this. We do want all these fetches, right? Jund, Abzan, Sultai. Yep. All right. Let's give this bad boy a try. The weird thing is I don't really have much for the Nantuko token maker to copy. Like, I guess Expanding Ooze is a good creature, but I didn't end up getting a bunch of big creatures. So that's a little disappointing. There you go. Just grab the mountain right away, huh? It's not strictly free. Because if I play these 3 lands first, then on turn 3 I can have access to either of these cards. Whereas if I crack this for a mountain, I can't have 3 mana that includes both of those costs. But I think that's fine. It's well worth it for not having a tap land. Nice. Oh. Actually, since I drew this, let's hang on to the landscape. Because I can get multiple landfall triggers. Even if I just play this on turn 2, which I absolutely will do, to make a bunch of 1/1s. Or will I? I don't know. Who cares about 1/1s, right? Yeah, suddenly I'm just offered the opportunity to board clear whenever I feel like it. So I'm going to not play that and hang on to it for post clear. To copy Oozes. Can't copy Shilgengar. Let's just let him dump out another creature and then kill it. You don't have to go crazy with this. Just getting a 2-for-1 is fine. Should I have paid 4 in case they had a 1-mana trick for this? Uh-oh. It's a little scary. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Maybe what I should have done is pass through combat to see if it held up priority for them. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can still kill it. But they got me there, sort of. I don't really want to take 4. Weirdly, I need another green to play these two on the same turn. So maybe I'm willing to give up the extra landfall effect. Because I want to be able to play these two on the same turn. And I can still crack a single fetch while doing that. Although, it would have to be... It would have to be after getting this stuff on board, wouldn't it? I think they have an instant that has to target a creature. It wasn't holding a priority for them at all as the spell was on the stack, but when this one was on, or when this was on the stack, once this was on the stack, it was. So that's a possibility. Maybe I should just play this guy? I don't know. Pinnacle Monk. That's fine. I'm very happy with that. Oh, that's annoying. Found my mountain after all. Okay. So it means I can't really attack with this, because I don't want to risk losing the Nantuko, but that's alright. I messed up my green. I don't know. I wanted to do this now, but yeah, I don't have enough green. Maybe I should have, I don't know, done this. It doesn't say only once per turn, does it? No. I mean, I could attack here and trade for this. It would become a 4/4, but they would kill this, and I wouldn't be able to just spawn out unlimited 3/3s. Okay, I love to see them not doing anything important. Oh, really? Looking for an answer. Okay. Cool. I told you, by the way, I really wanted to make sure I have access to green mana for turns like these. That was my limiting factor here. Oh, I should have considered modifying this first, actually. But I don't want to. I guess I just don't want to attack, because they can just put the Gift of the Viper on. Why is it holding up priority in their upkeep for me? This thing wants to do that for some reason? Weird. Exciting. I want to start attacking with these ooze tokens soon. Maybe just next turn, adapt to them and swing in. Gravedigg is nice. Not now, but I could Rumble first. Look for another forest, basically. But I don't think I will. You do want to do this before attacks. Adapt is instant speed, but you only get the trigger if this attacks while modified. And I don't want to trade this for their 2 cards, I don't think. I don't really need to. And it's useful in that if they find a way to like combat trick me, I can just sack the creature and it's not going to be a disaster. Another creature. They're going to kill the flyer. Sure. That's fine with me. I can just dig it back up if I want. And I think that's what I'll do. No need to try to get maximum value from this. All right, let's see what the party is going to be all about. Discarding an elf for a Hydro Trainer and a forest. Oh no, they only get to pick one, I forgot. So it doesn't draw, it just filters. Presumably the elf. Or the Hydro Trainer, I mean. Better than the elf, it's an improvement. The Hydro Trainer is a bit scary. They could have some big crackback, perhaps. Although if I had that... Oh, hello. Yeah? If I had that thing that gives modified creatures trample, and I played it and just adapted a bit, I don't know, that could be something. Okay. I mean, it's a 6/6. I think attack with both of these and make them both 6/6s so they trade. But then make sure I have decent blocks. I think I want to rumble. Raise power among creature cards in all graveyards. Well, that's like 1. So sort of bad at the moment. The fetch land is probably best. Although, that's my last forest, isn't it? Should have taken the forest. Whoops. Yeah, that was a bad play. Okay, they're just gonna get the reach counter, get the counter on this, and then trade up. I think that's okay. I don't know. Death Touch Trample 6/6 is a little spooky, I guess. Maybe I was too careless here. I sort of forgot about the spell that had been in their hand and that I've been playing around all this game. Well, I just need a big blocker. I do think this misses. I guess I can check my... Oh, there's 2 forests left. Okay, my deck tracker says so. They discarded a plains and chose a mountain over another mountain, then conceded. Yeah, that Nantuko carried the whole game, really. I mean, the expanding ooze was also important, I suppose. I needed something to copy. There's not a lot of good copy targets in this deck. I was lucky to connect one with a Nantuko guy so early. I don't cast a lot of red spells. Well, white and blue is even worse. Why does it say my deck is white on the box when I hit play? What in my deck is white? I have an Abzan land, but I'm not running a plains. It doesn't usually include stuff like that, I don't think. You know what? With Toxic Deluge, I think this is good enough. There's plenty of green sources. There's like 10 green sources. And I have the expanding oozes, and I have a way to stay alive, and I have a big game-winning threat. So... I guess I actually should be playing this, right? To get rid of my mountain so I don't accidentally draw that next turn. Gruul Propagator Drone, that's kind of spooky. I guess I don't have to do this now. I could have... No, I do want to, because I didn't want to draw any one of these lands. Let's just, before this does anything scary, right? Kill it? I could wait. In fact, I have Toxic Deluge. What's the rush, right? Maybe I shouldn't have cracked this, because I kind of do need more total lands. Yeah, that's fine. You go ahead. Yep. Oh, Deluge is a sorcery. That makes sense. Well, let's just do that. It's not incredible value, but it's fine. I didn't want to take a bunch more hits and let them do a bunch of cool stuff. There's my green, very nice. Gonna adapt or punch it? Can you do both? Maybe. Was I really supposed to kill this just so they couldn't... Oh, that's another evolution witness, isn't it? Yeah, that is kind of a... Huh. I don't think I want to lose this creature. But I'm a little bit scared of letting them get multiple evolution witnesses and just cycle or loop them forever. Wow. This would have been a scary card. I'm at 11. I'm surprised they gave that up so easily. Okay. Well... I think I just pass, right? Because I want to be able to kill this creature in response. I also want to be able to pump this for blocks. They didn't crack the land. They want a colorless source. Very curious. Okay, they've got their 2 colorless sources now. That's a little scary. Breaker of Creation or something. I'll just block here, and I'll pass if they don't do anything. But yeah, because I can kill the other Evolution Witness before they get it back. They played this turn, right? So they... My creatures! Just hoping they don't have, like, kill a creature with flying. But they're kind of chained to just, like, I don't know, what they draw off of this. Implicit Maze into Glimpse the Impossible. That's a lot of tokens you could get, but it would be tough to play all this, I assume. All the cards you get off of that. They might just let it rot? No. Okay. 4 mana left for a signature slam, but they can't cast it. Nice. They can't really do any of this. They could play a Pyro Surfer if they wanted. What do they want all this colorless mana for? Yeah. That's it, right? Okay. Why is it tapping my red for me? It's sort of fine, but it's also weird. Have they changed Auto Tapper? The old Auto Tapper I know never would have tapped red just because I have lots of black spells in hand. This way I'm threatening a red spell, although of course I don't have one. Really need more green. Which is crazy, because look at all this like double black stuff in my hand. You know, I do want a lot of black, but I want a lot of green too. Yeah. Okay, that's sort of what I thought they might have. That they want the double colorless for. Doesn't have trample though. I can just block it with a 4/4. The Annihilator stinks, don't get me wrong. I think I might get rid of the Spellgorger weirdly. This 2/2 is usually better. But this gets like actual permanent counters. I don't know, this makes everything kind of scary. Like, yeah, this might be a 9/5, and then I don't have a good block for it. Let's just kill that. That's interesting. That's really nice. Play a land and or cast a spell. And or? So can't I Toxic Deluge for 4? With this? Go get my land, play it, fetch another mountain, or swamp, cast Deluge for 4. Yeah, that works. I lose this, but that's life. I guess I get a blood token as well. Oh, cards that were put there this turn. Whoops. Okay, I mean, this is still a cool card. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to trade then. Because I lost the ability to pump this when I played this guy. Which was the plan I originally had for blocking. Annihilator 2 is going to hurt. The trample is kind of scary as well. At least they only have 3 Eldrazi at the moment. They're kicking this, huh? That is a lot of very frightening trample damage. Uh-huh. Not the 2/2, huh? I think you should attack with the 2/2. I can't really afford to just block that. Take 9? This is awful. An Evolution Witness can just get this back if I don't kill it in time. And it's actually so cheap to adapt, they can adapt it in response to my kill spell. Next turn, anyway. See, they should have attacked with this. I couldn't really have just blocked it. I don't have some way to exile a graveyard card, do I? No. I can't attack, because I need to just be able to block this. I could cycle that. Not today, though. I love lands. I guess I'm gonna die. Like, not right this instant, necessarily, but it's gonna happen. Yeah, they have so much green. I can't stop them. They can adapt in response to the kill to still get the trigger to go off. I don't know why I don't know, maybe I should just played the... Since I couldn't actually get the kill of this to work, maybe I should just played the ooze? I'm not sure what I was thinking. That I was going to kill this, I guess. That one? Oh, that's great for me, actually. They think they're going to kill me this turn. Okay, make sure we don't move into combat. Carefully using the one that doesn't gain life. Because, well, rather, none of them would gain life killing a colorless creature. But I can now use this to gain life killing the Evolution Witness. Another black or another green are both reasonable here. Because I could... Well, no, I can't use a third black because I can't cast both of these. Okay, yeah, give me the green. I could use the black now, though, if I had taken it. I don't think I want to, though. I just want to play this. Very close to dead. If they'd attacked with that 2/2 earlier, I would be dead now, because they could attack with everything and get in 2 more damage. I guess... No, this doesn't work, right, because I don't have the black mana for it. Gonna put more counters on that? Oh, I can't respond! Because I didn't take the extra black. +2/+2 and fight. I mean, I guess I'm still dead, but I can at least... No, I don't even kill this thing, do I? Yeah, I don't know. If I had taken... Breathe the Swamp, I could have done Breathe Your Last here. Then they'd have this and a 3/3 and an unknown card. I could trade with 3/3, block here, so they might not have an attack. I don't know. Very scary. I was still in bad shape there, but I could have hung on through the cards that I could see of my opponent. I don't know. Prioritizing adapt versus prioritizing a way to kill something... Probably I should have just killed something, right? I should have taken the swamp. I just didn't think it through. What? Well, the swamp wasn't going to do anything unless I top decked any land. But I, you know, top decking a land is a thing that happens sometimes. You should try to plan around it. Looks good, I guess. I have the oozes. That's pretty much my only early game. That and the Nantuko guy. And all my colors, amazingly enough. Run out of 3/3. No need to do anything weird. Ah! Run out another 3/3. The sneaky snacker, I mean, it could get me. If they just keep playing that over and over, I don't know. Like, I have a lot of reach and flying at the moment, but I don't have, I don't know. Persistent, I don't have a way to deal with this persistent threat, perhaps, is what I'm thinking. Interesting. What is that about? Sneaky snacker to do something, maybe? They just want to make... I don't know. Why are they... They just wanted to cast this anyway. But then why are they... I don't know. It's weird. Damage. They want to connive? No. They just threw away their creature for no reason? They could have eviscerated incited the creature I didn't block anyway. Very strange. I don't think I need to put a counter on this right now. Oh boy. Okay, that's not what I thought I was doing this turn. But with the fetch in hand and about to hit the field, I think it is important to get this in. And I'll crack this for a forest if I have to use Gift of the Viper, but I hope not to. Ugh. Yeah, I can't give it hexproof. Oh, just get back. You know you're a creature. Yeah. I don't want to crack the fetch because I do want to keep drawing lands. I'll crack it now, though, for a mountain. this doesn't give vigilance, right? I could pay X and 3. If it's attached. There's no real way to get it reattached as far as I can see. I think I just play the big blocker and see what they have to say about it. Well, I don't know. What if I just, like, kill their 3-5? I think they're going to have bigger problems for me to deal with. Just play big blocker and pass. Does this do anything when you have 6 bloods? Return every creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Yeah? It's upsetting. But actually, I have Gift of the Viper, so I can untap it for. I can untap stuff to block next turn. Surprise him. I'm gonna kill this while they're tapped out, I think. And then have some tricks available. May as well chump this, I guess. Well, I guess I'm planning to. Well, if I untap this, I make it a 4/4. It actually blocks and lives. So maybe that's. Yeah, this is gonna block here. These guys aren't blocking anything. Yeah, just get in there, I guess. I didn't even notice they had another sneaky snacker. There are many Vipers in these areas. I do wonder, like, how big a Hydra could I make? 6? I could make a Hydra 6. Like, I could make this creature lethal all by itself. Or I guess put it here and swing with both of these. The problem is, they clearly have something, right? But it wasn't anything that could deal with this, or they would have done so, I think. So I think we just YOLO here? I'm not going to win if the game goes much longer, so... Wait, what? Oh, not 6, but 5. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna die if this doesn't kill them. Got him. Close game. Scary. The Ooze token. Well, Gift the Viper was the star of the show this game, for sure. Yeah, so why white? I don't have any white spells. I don't have any white abilities. I don't have any white lands. You're literally just looking at this and saying, ah, you might want to play white. I guess. All right, 2 and 1. The noob. Huh. I mean, I don't have to commit to using this until I need either black or red mana. So I can just play green, green, green until I need some black and then go get it. And that way, if I draw a swamp, I can use this for red. I might need a second black, but not in... Well, maybe in a hurry? I don't know. That is great. I mean, it kind of stinks to just play this out, not attached to anything, but I clearly have to. And the 1/1 is pretty good against this right now. Multiple 1/1s in particular are good against it. Gravedig's nice to see. I'm not going to use it now, of course. Yeah, I want the 1/1. Let's just crack this for black immediately. Well, no, I want to draw a swamp, right? I think I want that more than I want to be able to attack with the 1/1. I'm getting the 1/1 anyway, it's just whether it can attack. I don't think that's as important as making sure I don't miss a swamp. Good. And I do need the second swamp, and I don't seem to need the red source yet, so let's just go get a swamp before I play this guy out. Boy, really regretting playing out that 3/1 into an army of 1/1s, I imagine. Very rude. It would be much stronger if it were a 5/3. Ooh, is that something? I'm never drawing 3 cards in a turn, but I mean, it's a spell. It has that going for it. And it's modified, the creature it makes. So if I ever adapt these guys, this will be a 3/3 trampler. Zombie army. Are they going to cast anything? They've been like just quietly playing land, 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 land. They're up to 6. They can't just run 2-drops and 7-drops, can they? Waiting for the perfect moment to rouse Implicit Maze. Ooh, okay. But that doesn't really matter. This should just win the game, right? Like, I'm not going to do the math. Oh, this does come back as... Hang on. don't forget, they would get this back as a 4/5. What if I attack with everything? Is this lethal? I think it is, right? Because they take 5 from these. They can only afford... They can't take 6. So whichever one they don't block, I just adapt, right? Yeah. What am I thinking about? Five and 6 is 11. Weird. How long were they sitting on that Hydra waiting for it to be big enough to do something? I don't know. Like, they wanted to make sure it got their creature up to 5 toughness so that I would have to spend an adapted thing on it. Or maybe they just finally drew a spell they could cast and it was that Hydra. I don't know. But it seems very greedy to sit there getting the shit beat out of you to just one day get one more counter on your Hydra, when it turned out that didn't even matter at all. They played it once it finally became dead on board. So waited a little too long, I feel like. And there you go. Shows you the flexibility of the Nantuko, right? Even just making 1/1s. Pretty cool. Intensify! That's my attempt to carry the Y vowel there. Yeah, looks good. I got this guy, I guess, to make a spawn if I don't hit any more land. Like, if they just cast the Hydra out as a separate creature, they wouldn't be dead. Although, in fairness, it would look pretty bad for them. Like, a 5/6 Hydra and a 3/1 don't look great against that board either. No thanks. I don't think I will cast my Hydra for 0. Real Eldrazi colors. Just lands. You want the nesting grounds? Oh, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? Oh, they do. Okay, combos coming up someday, maybe. I mean, I could just adapt this to get a spawn instead of playing out the Repurposer. The idea being, hey, I don't want to commit more creatures before playing Deluge. But I think curving out is more important than that. Just getting more stuff on the board. Thing is, the spawns don't do anything for me right now. I can't use extra colorless mana for anything, really. I don't have enough green to bestow the Hydra. I don't have enough black to, like, cast any 2 blacks. I can't cast this at all. I don't have enough black to cast these 2. I guess this makes... No, it doesn't make... I could cast the Hydra non-bestow. That's something colorless mana can do, I guess. Nesting Grounds. They're just playing it. Okay. I thought they might, like, have it in mind for a later combo and they want some more colored sources first. Uh-oh. That's a little bit strong. It would be nice to win a race of some kind here. And yet, I find myself ill-equipped. They're gonna get so many spawns. Yes. Get them nice and low on life, and then just kill all their Eldrazi's when they cast one? I guess? The problem is, the first few Eldrazi's are just gonna ramp them. Like, they're gonna play a 5-drop or something and get 2 spawn. Yeah. I mean, there are worse things I could be drawing. I think I have to keep pushing in damage. And spending my mana efficiently. Greatest power among creatures in graveyards is 4 now, by the way. But it's going to be tough to beat an Eldrazi deck with only 3 mana. I mean, someone tailored for aggro could do it, but that isn't me. I can, like, you know, wipe out the board once or twice, but that's going to hurt me more than it hurts them. Now's your chance. Cast a big 7-drop. What I'd really like to do is draw a second forest so I can make one of my creatures huge, and then it'll survive the deluge. That's sort of optimistic. Because if they just have like a bounce spell or something, it ruins my life. Plus it involves drawing a forest. Okay, I'll take this, I guess. Ooh, I could go get a red source instead. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Graveyard to hand. So if I kill it, they just get more spawns, huh? Like, I'll attack with these, they'll double block, they'll sack these to get this back, and I won't have accomplished anything. So actually, I don't think that makes much sense. I guess just double blocking this might be the way to go. I don't like letting it attack, obviously. But I can sack the spawns and not be too badly hurt. Or it's only with Annihilator 1, actually, right? So it's just 1 spawn? Yeah. I could kill it now. I'm probably supposed to, right? I mean, I hate that they get it back. But I don't want the Annihilator trigger. I don't want to have to trade both my creatures. I need to aggro them down somehow, and like letting them swing with a 6/6 is not the way to do that. I have to sacrifice too much board. Ooh, that's interesting. They have enough mana, they can cast a decent amount of this stuff. Okay. Still not sure if I want red or green. It's probably red, right? Because playing this is pretty good. And the Hydra, even without the second green, could be okay. Plus, I have a much better chance of finding green naturally than red. Ha ha ha, very funny. Don't really know what to do. I mean, play this, I guess, but then what? Swing with these, they'll just double chump and get this back. I don't think it accomplishes anything. Or does it cost mana? No, just sack 2 Eldrazi. I mean, we're miles behind this game, obviously, but maybe this can do something. And a mid-sized board, like if I pump this with Hydra and then like Toxic Deluge, I can clear the 5, the 6/6. I don't know. I mean, there are lines that could happen. Why aren't they didn't sack 2 Eldrazi? I guess they could do that anytime, sure. They don't have to do that like end of turn. This is they can just get this back whenever they actually want to cast it. Oh my god, okay. I mean, that's not so bad. Now I could maybe Deluge and not worry about saving this. I want them to play something more relevant first. I hate that they're drawing 3 cards, obviously. Now that I basically have no way to deal with this 6/6, it's a pretty good excuse to fire off Deluge. I do want to hit a land, I think. So I won't crack this yet. Although I don't want to hit a swamp, I want to hit a forest, so maybe I do crack that. Okay. Doesn't do anything at the moment. Whenever this attacks, yeah. Oh, maybe I should have waited to crack the land, because then it would have entered the graveyard this turn, and I could play this, play a land, fetch another swamp. Yeah, missed a detail there. It occurs to me that with these two cards, they can just get this back and play a 6-mana 6/6 every turn. Like, I don't have anything that copes with that, I don't think. I don't have any real way to exile. Alright, let's pay 8. Oops. They should obviously put this back in hand, and they're going to. It's so hard to imagine finding a way to win here. I mean, if they don't have anything relevant and I draw a forest, yeah, that might help. That counts as not relevant, frankly. The second forest on this guy. Or the Hydra for +4/+4. Trample, pretty good. Could have a shot. Otherwise, maybe not. They don't have 2 Eldrazi anymore. I mean, they won't if this dies. It's a forest. Okay, now we're talking. So X is 4, I'm pretty sure. Make it a 10/9 that they can't not block, and they also can't kill. And they're only threatening 8 to me, so I can... Actually less, because they have to chump a 2/2 to not die. Sadly can't play either of those. Oh, wait, what? I can play stuff from their graveyard? Cards in graveyards, and each player mills. Oh, that's kind of funny. Well, if they have a way to deal with this, I'm basically dead. And if they don't, I'm looking pretty good. That doesn't do it. I can handle an unlimited number of those with this guy. Well, not if they attack and then have another one, I guess. Because I'll have 2 little life to pay to kill this. Yikes. But if they hold even 1 back, or if they don't swing with the 7/7, which they maybe won't. Okay, they will. The mountain, I guess. I go to 4, so I can only pay X as 3. That gets through 1 unless they... No, if they block, it doesn't work. And this can make another one, of course, at instance. Oh no, they don't have the mana. Well, doesn't giving anything -3/-3 win? These are 3/3s, this is 7 damage, and this is dead. Ah, but they can crack their land afterwards and not pay and get a 1/1. Oh man. and then block with it, right? Yeah, I think I lose. I can't not block. I can't not attack. I'll just instantly die. I can't play this. This doesn't do anything. I could attack first and hope to, like, hit something cool, but this sorcery, I think, needs to be played. They might not realize they can make a 1/1. Or maybe I might draw an instant to deal with it. No. Oh, they didn't do it. They didn't crack their guy. They didn't crack the land. That was how you were gonna live, dude. Ah, 1-0. Got him. Oof. Yeah, they forgot about the ability on the Nantuko. I gotta remember what that guy's full name is. Nantuko what? It's not Nantuko Slicer. This is a Springheart Nantuko. Yeah, if you don't pay the 2, you get a 1/1 token, whether it's attached to something or not. That is to say, you always get a token. If it's attached to something, you can choose to pay 2 to have the token be a good token. But if it's not attached or you don't pay, you still get a 1/1. So they had to crack their land during attackers. I mean, unless they were out of all teamer lands, which seems unlikely. And I guess you might as well try and go search. But yeah, they had to crack it during attackers before blockers to make a 1/1. They could triple block this and take 0 instead of 1. Or take 3 instead of 4, or whatever it was. No, 0 instead of 1. They were at 1 life, right? Wow, that was an eventful game. An early lead, and then it seemed like they were taking control in the mid-game, but the 2 deluges were just barely enough to get me there against a misplay. Being stuck on land was the big problem, right? If I'd been able to play stuff out faster, I think I would have been okay. I mean, I did win. I was okay, but, like, not really. 16th moon. Boy, I got tired of moons after the 13th, I gotta say. This is a black source. I have double green. Looking good. I even have Deluge to stabilize. Do I just play Gravedigg as a 2/2? I probably don't. Yeah, no, I don't think so. We want black, right? Yes. Green-white is going to play out some big stuff, or well, numerous cards that I will be happy to deluge. The question is, how much do I commit? I think getting this out is kind of nice, even if I might wipe it up in a deluge later. It's just, I don't know. Is it nice? I basically have no ways to activate this. It's just a 3/3, right? I'm looking at my deck list. I don't have any way to draw 3 cards. No, Disciple of Freyalise, that's right. But it kind of needs this to be on the board for that to be good. Yeah, let's just play this out so I can stall longer before I clear the board, I guess. Contest the ground. This is my second black source, I suppose. I mean, I guess I'm just going to make this a 4/4 and go in? Don't hold up a Hydra for 0, please. Do I go in? I might just want to block. This is going to cost me some life. I have presumably some heavy hitter cards compared to them, but I don't know. Reducing their life total is important, I feel like. And I can just use spot removal as well. I don't know what I'm saying. How dare you! You're exiling my creature. Hydra for X is 4, I guess. I need something to grave dig. Don't. I can't grave dig that. Just playing out an elf. That's exciting. Actually, this is a really good time to just mop everything up, right? Before this gives stuff double strike and I take 1,000,000. I want to kill that. I can't figure out if I should do it with Breathe Your Last or Flare of Malice. Like, do I really want the spawn token for anything? Maybe. Either way, I think I can adapt first, right? I think they're pretty much the same. Because the Eldrazi spawn token will stick around for a while. And like, this is kind of a treasure. I can pay 3 now and 4 later, or vice versa, and it's fine because I have a treasure lying around. Yeah. Oh, right, this one, it can't be aimed. I keep forgetting that. Well, so this would have worked better, but hopefully it still works this turn. I could get punished here. No, this is the greatest mana value among... Okay, so it'll still probably work on... It'll work on whatever I most want to kill, I suppose. Okay. It's pretty big. The modified creature they control will die when I manifest, or when I Flare of Malice this, sadly. And then they're going to have a 4/5 and a 2/2. But I guess I can do this after they declare attacks, so I don't have to take any damage. Okay. I don't want to grave dig yet. Still nothing to get back. Leaving up... Why aren't you leaving up colorless? Why? What? I don't need colorless mana for anything. I want to go get a forest with this, probably. Still 0 creatures in my graveyard, huh? I'm pretty annoyed about that. But I kind of need a 2/2 at the moment. All right. That 2/2 did good work. Discouraged the attacks that could kill me. Whatever this is, it apparently isn't that big, or they'd be happy to attack and manifest. So it's probably just a 2/2. Uh-oh. Well, they only have 2 creatures and 1 enchantment. It's going to be a 7/8. That's big, but it's not kill me big. And I have the death touch, so... If I do this, I'm taking 4. With Gift of the Viper, it would be just 3, and I would live at 1 if they have nothing. I could throw more creatures in, but I think I need this 2/2 to contest here, right? So, throw a spawn in for good measure. I definitely don't need the mana, and I might need the life somehow. Okay, I love permanence. That's one thing they always say about me, is that dude, he sure loves permanence. Okay. Okay! Look at this, I can play a land and cast a spell from among cards put there. Oh my god. Although, do I have enough mana to do that? I guess it doesn't matter. This is obviously the take. I do, because of these guys, right? Just have to keep all my black mana, actually. Not clear that I'll make use of this. I don't necessarily want to pay 1 life. But it's in play now. I can do it if I want to. actually swing with the 2/2 here? Just in case they want to give me access to this card. And then I think this is better than Breathe Your Last on a 2/2. But I have to lose a life to do it, which is so scary. No, I don't? I can sack this guy. Well, that's worth less than my life is, so let's do this. Oh, what a filthy escape. Oh, man. That high. I mean, my sequencing on killing this guy with Breathe Your Last instead of the sack effect, I'm not sure about that. They were able to protect it, and they couldn't have protected it from the sack effect. But they would have had Dog Umbra left for something else? I don't know. Like for the big Hydra, right? But then they couldn't have made the big Hydra use its effect twice. They couldn't have bestowed something and then had the Hydra. So the Hydra would have just been a once threat, but the Dog Umbra would cancel it. It feels like I would still have had to deal with 3 creatures that I needed to kill, but they wouldn't have been quite as big, maybe? I don't know. I actually think it worked out okay. I mean, I won, obviously. But I think, like, if I rewind, knowing what opponent has, would I choose to do things the other way? I don't think so. I think what I did happened to work out well, considering what they had access to. But I should have thought more about it, and I should remember what the damn card does. I'm constantly forgetting that Flare of Malice forces them to sack something rather than just being another murder. It's like an edict-like effect. Okay, well, we're 5-1. Been some close ones. Yeah, Malevolent Rumble into the Jund Commander, or whatever he is. Very powerful stuff, because you know a bunch of stuff went to the graveyard. Alright, I'll take it. I mean, this is excellent. We want a swamp first. Well, this is getting a mountain, right? We don't have anything double green at this time. We do have double black. That's why I want a swamp. Yeah, always guess wrong, huh? Whoa! Nobody plays medallions. What century is this? Okay, mono black. All right, that should be exciting. Do I just fetch here? I guess so. I don't really want to draw more swamps or mountains. I mean, they better be playing mono black if they're going to have Jet Medallion. Sure. Second green is cool. Don't need it right now. I think what I would like to do... So, like, I could adapt this and then attack, and it would be a 5/5. Doesn't spend my mana very efficiently. What I'd like to do is play this. But I can get some of the best of both worlds by attacking with this, threatening to make it a 4/4. They don't block, I get in for 3, and I still play this. If they do block, great. I'm spending 2 mana to kill their thing instead of playing a card. That's fine with me. By the way, I could have sworn this card cost 4, haha. But they played it on turn 3 with the Jet Medallion. Yeah, can't do anything about that. I mean, you're having some cool conniving times. I gotta give you that. I have a 3rd black, right? Yeah, cool. So I can adapt this and still murder something. They're not playing mono black, or else they just have this as a reanimate target, which seems unlikely. I'm not so keen to kill this thing, but I mean, I guess I sort of am. Like, you could imagine waiting, cracking this instead, but I don't need to. I've got good colors already. I could have this be a colorless land and it would be fine. And before they get more, yeah... I don't know, I should have done this on my turn before they could untap, I guess, but it's not like black has... stop a creature from dying in this set, I don't think. It's pretty bad. Ooh, okay. Yes, yes. Good. Sort of. Yes, great, in fact. I think I'll... Oh, you can only sack a non-token, right? Yeah, so I don't want to do that. But this just trades beautifully. That's fine with me. I can wait. Second Jet Medallion. What a world. Wow. Okay. That's fine, I think. I guess we're just playing a swamp because I can't afford to pay the copy cost multiple times. Oh, they actually get to choose here, don't they? These cost the same. That's a little scary, but also maybe okay. They should sack the worm coil, right? Although, I don't know. Yeah, because it still has Death Touch, right. They get another Death Toucher back, so I can't attack. I can't really block this. This is a problem. Huh. Red? They've already shown up with a white card. What the heck? What the hell? Where do you get off doing this kind of stuff? If I can kill the 6/6, I'm still doing fine, I think. Problem is I can't. Like, I need these to attack as 5/5s to accomplish anything, right? Which means I don't really have any green mana to duplicate effects. To make more oozes, rather. I might just be dead when I make this attack, it occurs to me. No, I can... I can make a 1/1. Or 2. Actually, I'm just dead in the air. Aren't they only don't have enough red to do both? I mean, jeez. I guess I'm gonna lose. They're gonna throw Jet Medallions at me for lethal? Well, they only have 8 damage at the moment, right? Unless they get another red source, which they just played a swamp. Yeah, that ought to do it. This is crazy. I didn't think I would see this kind of a deck. Is that right? Yeah, I guess no other attacks make much sense. You got me. They had some real good black cards, I will say that. Maybe the Jet Medallions were even good to ramp out all the big black stuff. I don't know. I don't feel like it was really worth a slot in their deck, but I guess if they can rely on like just always having an expensive black card, this is, you know, a little bit like a mana rock. Even better if they can cast 2 black spells in 1 turn, of course. But that's sort of hard. Wow, I lost to a double Jet Medallion gamer. What a world. Well, still 2 more chances. Or, well, 1 more chance to win twice. Double Jet Medallion. Man, that's great. Good for you, man. I gotta tell some friends about that game. Double Wormcoil Larva, the 5 mana 6/6 flyer, Fell the Profane, that weird artifact guy, the Obstinate Gargoyle. The list gets weirder as you go on. Bubble Belva. I don't know what that means. 5 lands, but I have Ooze and Deluge and all my colors. Seems like a keep. Maybe a black-white deck. They could just be, you know, any subset of the 2. We don't know. Oh, this is nice. I'll get another forest, I guess. That is a white spell. And more white. So they're not just using this as a black tap land. We're learning now. If they kill this, I'm fairly unhappy. I don't have much follow-up. Like, I just have a couple board clears, and I can't get rid of the equipment. No, not a couple. I have removal and a board clear. I see. Okay. Well, we may have some flyers to deal with at some stage, it would seem. I'm going to hang on to this. I don't need to thin, really. Like, thinning is such a minor effect. It's more important to be like, you know, I might hit that landfall guy, and then I'll wish I had this in hand, right? Let's race. Here's hoping black-white doesn't have a way to kill a creature. At least if they do, I can Flare of Malice using the creature to do something before it dies. Another one, huh? I mean, I'm happy to just race this. I could get everything -2/-2, but they'd still have 2 power worth of stuff on board afterward. Okay, what is this? Ward, discard a card when a modified creature attacks. Double counter. Okay, yeah, we don't really want to let them attack with this on the board. Let's make sure we stop in combat. It's going to do that anyway, but just in case. And let's use this one, please. Well, yeah, because I don't really want to discard a card, right? This is more mana efficient as well. Creature, Planeswalker, greatest mana value. I don't want to let them make copies of all this shit, let me tell you. They're going to start chumping here, I guess? Makes some sense. They have good tools to chump with. I could blow this all up. They'd have a 1/1 with Afterlife and a 1/1 flyer. Gravedigg doesn't do anything. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's better to have Breathe Your Last still up. I'm okay letting them cash something in, I suppose. Oh yeah, that one, please, yes. Let's just wipe a bunch of stuff. Leave them with just a single 1/1 flyer. I only have to pay 1 life. Beautiful. I don't know, maybe that was too cowardly. I should have just... Well, I don't have any modified creatures. Like, I can kill it. Don't have enough black to really do this at the moment. Well, I don't have to kill this as soon as it ETBs, right? I could wait. I want to start getting a counter on this, I think. Still don't have any creatures. It's fine. That's not making a modified creature. So... I mean... What if I just attack? No, they get the lifelink. I don't want to allow that. Well, that's only if they block with the thing. And if they do that, then I don't even have to spend a card to kill it. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Let's go. If they try a double block, like... Okay. No way to get 2 extra damage. Or 4, I guess, rather. Oh, I could discard this and then Gravedigg it back, actually. Although I think it's better to just get rid of the land. I can start taking counters off my creatures if they want. Yeah, persistent gargoyle. That's kind of funny. Let's get this adapted pre-combat so I can put another counter on it. Gonna have to double jump here. Oh, why didn't they equip? I guess they just figured it doesn't matter. Because they're jumping anyway? Sure. That flyer was a bit scary, but I had the kill spells for it. Maybe the smallest Toxic Deluge ever cast. I mean, not... That's not it. Someone's probably had a reason to cast it for 0, right? X's pay 0 life, just like to get it. If there's some reason to cast a spell, even if you don't care about its effect. Gain life when you cast a spell or something like that. That's probably happened in the format by now. Although probably not in Limited. Probably it's some Commander baloney. Everyone's casting Toxic Deluge for 0 off in Commander World, I'm sure. I kid, of course. It seems like an unlikely thing to happen even there. But, you know, Commander Modern? There are a lot of people playing Magic, and they have weird synergies. I bet someone somewhere has found a reason to cast that and pay 0 life. I mean, it's not perfect. but it has the mana for Breathe Your Last, some good stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any proactive plays, but there's a few of them in the deck. And it's a reactive deck anyway. We'll just, I don't know. There's a lot of red sources. That would be nice as well. Yeah, that helped. Now it's a good hand. It's not just a hand. I guess I still want the black first, right? And then the green and then the red. Why show them my other colors if I don't have to? This is a little scary. I'll happily Breathe Your Last any 4-drop. Although it'll probably be one that gives them energy, so that they'll come out ahead in that trade. I guess not. Interesting. No lands, no spells. Well, here we go. They can't lightning bolt this. On the other hand, he's a 0/5, so not that impressive. But I can start, milling. That's why he has this. One reason he has this effect, I guess. And maybe I can do something with that. I don't know. Yeah, red struggles to do 5 damage with no energy in the tank. This is only as a sorcery, right? Yeah. Alright, attack before playing a land. Very important. Okay, he's a 3/5. Well, Toxic Deluge is not exactly a great hit right now. And I don't have double red. So I can't cast this either. So that's a miss. Did I play another swamp? I meant to play another forest. They look too similar. Whoops. Well, that's pretty dumb. It's a very bad play, in fact. I really would have liked to adapt this. I don't know. I mean, I'm holding this up, but the point, I could have held up both if I had played a forest, right? This could be... I could have tapped red instead of this black and had a forest instead of this swamp, but I'd be holding up black, black, green. Okay, gonna still do nothing. Go to discards. I love it. I'm playing badly, but not badly enough, perhaps? Because I'm drawing well? Well, I can't cast this because I don't have any white sources. I don't want to adapt right now. I just want to have plenty of green sources, I think. Remember, I can play a land from among lands put into my graveyard this turn, so I don't have to take this. Let's take a Hydra, I guess? I'm actually, I think, going to crack this possibly not till next turn, so I can just play it again if I want. Why are you flashing this out now? Oh, for energy? I see. No, I don't think I should be so precious with this. I should just crack it. I need my green sources. adapt. And attack? I could signature slam here. It's not lethal. It should be demoralizing though, right? Like, what are they gonna do? Okay. Yeah, just opponent didn't draw any spells they could use, and we had removal for the 1 or 2 spells they did cast. You know, not much of a story there. Would almost any deck would have won here. No, you tricked me. I did not click anywhere near that damn button. Don't pretend I wanted to go to this stupid battle pass shop. Close your eyes, everyone. Don't be advertised to. Okay. Back to the game. We won! I wasn't sure if I had won the 6th game or not, if I was still in the 6th game. Or the 6th, well, game 8, the 6th win. We did it! Jund removal, I guess. That's how you would describe this deck. It's not really counters. It's just like Jund removal. There you go. I mean, it's really Golgari removal. I don't have any of the Golgari counters, synergies to speak of. I guess I had 2 oozes. And those were instrumental several times. This guy never did a damn thing. I mean, he was okay as a 4/4, but I never adapted him. That's not true! Adapted him once for lethal. In that game where the opponent just played a 3/1 and then passed for several turns and made it a 7/5 and then died. This guy was good once, I think. I don't really remember. Never saw this card even. Forget about casting it. Maybe I played as a land in like game 1 or something. Never got the minus conscription Freyalise combo. This was really just a 3-mana 3/3. It didn't do anything else. I mean, I think that's fine. Oh yeah, that's right. I did cast this guy once and then pick him back up from the graveyard, and I think opponent conceded around then. Or maybe not. Maybe that was the game where I used the 2 Viper Fang things. Snake, Viper, Gift the Viper. He was very important in that game, that's for sure. Anyway, a success. I still don't know why he thinks it's a white deck. Oh, you know what? Let's make this an expanding ooze deck. That was, yes, the Springheart Nantuko was good a few times, but this was the core of the deck. Maybe Breathe Your Last was really the core. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.